Now let's take a look at quick selection, which is a more programmatically sophisticated selection algorithm or mechanism within Stencil. It's in the drop down for Magic Wand, so quick selection is what we want to use here. At the top options bar you can see of course that we have additional and subtraction modes for our painting and new selection, etc. and hotkeys that relate. We're just going to learn the basic use of it for the moment, so I'm going to click here and we're going to do what we can to select this happy looking chap in the background just by clicking and dragging to paint our selection. And Photoshop does its best to interpret what we're asking it to do. So we can come and remove this bit by holding Alt, which will automatically switch to the subtraction mode. We can use the two square bracket keys beside the P key, just to the right of the P key, to decrease and increase relatively the size of our brush that we're using to paint these selections. So we can get in and be a little more precise about it. Again, holding Alt to switch to subtraction when I need to. So it keeps guessing and it gets more accurate the more we do it, because you can see that certain areas that have been selected were not in fact desired because we're attempting to remove them again, and so our selection becomes more and more precise, as you can see. Alt, middle mouse scrolling here. Okay. Now that's not bad. So practical application of this, well, here's one. I'm going to, while I'm still in the quick selection tool, I'm going to right click within my selection and I'm going to choose fill. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with a color, and I'm going to fill it with the color black. So I'm going to turn him into a silhouette. There we go. I've done that on the same layer. Now you could of course Control Z, undo that, create a brand new layer and do the same thing. Fill it with black. Depending on what you want to do, you could want to have two versions, one with it on and one with it off, so you can just toggle that on and off then. And I'm going to grab the paintbrush tool, which we haven't examined yet, but the two square brackets that we used for enlarging and decreasing the size of the brush for our quick selection tool also work on this, and we're going to paint with our foreground color here, which is white. I'm just going to put in a little question mark. So who could this be? There. Something you could use in a family or pub quiz or that kind of thing. So a quick demonstration of the quick selection tool, and also a little bit of fill in there for good measure.